Right then, here we go. Let's whack some water in my sky. I've just I've just drawn a bit of a stream there. That's all I've done. Right, I'll pop a bit of a sky in, but not much. It's all cloudy. You can hardly see out. There's a tiny bit of blue in, but you can hardly see it. So I think if I just stick it in like that, and then because there's all bits of clouds in, I think I'll just dab it like that around, and that'll give it a cloudy effect. That'll probably look okay about that. That looks alright to me like that. That'll do. It's like just a misty, cloudy effect, and that'll do me. Now then, right, got to get in all these bits in here. So I tell you what, I'm gonna flip that upside down first. Get a little brush and just get in that bit there. That bit there is going to be a bit difficult, I think. So I'll have some light green for that. Just come into there. That's going to be the trickiest bit at all painting, I think, will be that. Doing that, getting in there. That's it. Bit of water. Smooth it all out. That's it. Fade it out. There. That's it. Some more water. There. That's how you do it. Bring it back round. Job's a good one. Right. So now fill these side bits in. Probably just put a lot of this. It's really bright green what's in here. So probably just stick a lot of that in. There's an air on my brush. Shift that. Yeah, to about there. Let's see. I'll go up to about there. And there's a dark bit on there. Borrow some of that paint out of that puddle there for this side. Right, now this, see how I'm going up at an angle like that? That's because that's what that land does. It goes up at an angle like that. Like that, that's it. I can go into that bit there now. Mould that bit in. Up at an angle, so I'll come in a bit flatter there. That's it. And that sort of comes up and then sort of goes the slight angle downwards again there. So I'm doing that with my paintbrush. That's it. There. Right. I think what I'll do now, I think I'm going to have a background hill in background there. Obviously, if it's a background hill, it's going to be in background. So I'll have a bit of blue. I might add a tiny bit of green into it. So it's going to be faint. It's across there. Something about like that. That looks alright to me. Something like that. And then I think I'll squeeze that out. Come into the bottom of it again with some just water. And just blend it all out. That should look nice. There we are. There's an L up here, so I'll blend it up into that bit. There. And then I might just add a teeny weeny bit of green into it. Just a teeny weeny bit like that. Tiny bit. That's it, that's nice. Right, so that's that. I could mist that out a bit right bottom, I think. Yeah, let's get out a bit of mist on bottom. A little bit of mist like that, look. Oh, it looks nice. Just a bit of mist. Take it back into that distance, that will. Not only does it take it back into distance, but also dries my paper a bit for me. So when I stick my next layer in, I ain't got to mess about with air drying. Where is my air dryer? Yeah, let's blast. That's enough because I'd already sort of dried it. Sip of coffee. Lovely. Right. Really bright green. That's gorgeous colour this is. That's just coming over there, across there, over there. Loads of paint on my brush. Right up to there, sweeps up there and across there. And then remembering leaving little tiny white bits every now and then. I'm just remembering I'm following lay at land with the way I'm painting it. These hills are coming down here like this, so I'm painting them down there like that. Then that one sort of comes, sweeps around like that. So these brush strokes, you probably might see the directions of them. So then that curls back up there at that. So if you're going to see these directions on them, you want them going in the correct order. So that's sort of come in sort of down there like that, and that. And that bit there sort of sweeps down. Something like that. Quite a lot of thick paint on my brush at this. There. Let's just get these bits in. That's it. Strong bits in there. That's my focal point, so probably want that quite nice and strong. Like I say, if I'd say that probably goes up there, and then across, and then sort of smooths back down. Dab of water on my brush, soften a few bits now. Probably can take more off now. And then that sweeps around. This is all. Dab more water on my brush. Probably a few too much whites in that bit there. Well, there. Yeah, right now. There's a dark green in here now. I've actually, it's what you'd want: blue, yellow for the green, and then some burnt umber to darken it. But I've pretty much got some mixed up already from another painting. Although I think I'm going to add a bit of extra burnt umber to it. Yeah, that's looking nicer. Just to dull it a bit. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so I'll come in these bits here. Slightly duller colour on this top bit. Well, all this colour, I'm going to brighten this up as I get closer. Oh, there's loads of these little patches. And again, see how I'm coming down with the land, showing the layer of the land. That's it. And that, there's a lot of bits there. There, so I'm showing the way the land goes. There's some bits over here like that. And they get big around here. Now this is where it goes a more brighter colour. There's a brighter colouring on that bit there, right to the edge of that stream there. It just sort of goes up and out there. Same this side. Bit there, right up to the edge of that there. That sort of comes there, and there's another bit about there, just curling up this bank like that. A couple of bits in there. That's about it. There's not that much going on around here. A few bits around here, there. So that's that. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to need, on my painting it's pretty much just them two colours, but I'm going to whack some sheep in, so I'm going to need some dark areas for some sheep. So I'm going to need a sort of in-betweeny colour, I think. So if I try and mix that so it's not too dark, not too light, just bridges the gap between them two. And this, I'm not even sure where I'm going to put my sheep. I think somewhere around here probably. So if I get a nice dark bit in here so my sheep will show up. That's it. So that's darker than my original photo, but this is just so my sheep will show up. Sheep will show up. Help me, camera's not still, whistling. There, something about like that. Let's have some of that colour softened in on some of these bits up here as well. There, so my sheep will show up. A few bits up here because I may possibly have some sheep in there as well. I like all that drippy bit. I always like the drippy bits. Doofus says it's because I'm a bit of a drip. Doofus, my stepbrother, by the way. I don't take no notice about what he says. Right, give that a nice slow dry. Slow dry. I want to keep all these drips there. I like them. No. Keep that pattern and them drips. If I don't put it on full, it could blow everything everywhere. Up here I can just hold. For now. Right, now then, I've got to create like a rocky waterfall effect in there. So, right, I'm going to get that dark green colour again. Use a bit of that, but make it even really, really dull it this time. That don't look bad. Let's try this. So, in here, there's not much at all. A little bit like that. That's about it, and then there's just some rocks and things on this side. Mainly just a lot of rocks. Some went upside a bit and all, I think. Here we are. So, rocks in there. Don't know if I'll even get a scrape on them, they're so small. Have a little try. A few little highlights on there. That side sort of looks like it's green overhanging. The rocks are more coming into water. This side, so I'll just pop them in like that. That's what it looks like. And it just looks like there's a lot of rocks. Dee dee dee. Dark a bit, so. Something like that. That's just all them rocks and stuff in there. Looks that way a bit of green. I might pop a bit of blue in there. Let's do that, a little bit of blue. Start down here and just. Let's get a bit of just a really dark colour, blend that into that blue. There, I think that pretty much just looks like what's on photograph. So it's just a little tiny bits of white in there where everything's splashing about, and that's about it. So that's that done. Right. We won't stand back here, look, see if it needs any more texture in there. I think it's probably alright. Stand right back here, look. This is a really good tip. Keep standing back and having a look. Now, from here, if I stand back and look, and then look at my photo, my photo's got a lot more darks in, a lot darker. So I'm going to do that. Whack some more darks in. Right. That dark green, I had blue, yellow, and then the dark green. I've still got that. Or blue, yellow, and burnt umber for the dark green. I've still got that. But I'm adding now some Payne's grey to it. Taking it really, really dark, but it is still a green. Right, so there's a lot, just looking at it on my photo, there's a lot that's as dark as that. It sort of was. A bit lighter as it comes down this bit, most of that's light, and then there's more dark bits up here. Mostly on this side. Not much over that side. I've got to remember to get me strokes looking right. That's coming down again. Then there's nothing in there, that's all quite light again. There's tiny little flecks of little low lights in this top bits, but again not much. Tiny bit there. Not much, tiny bits. Oh well. A bit scattered around. Less is more. That's that. I can do a bit of finger painting if I want. There. So I'll have some dead dark, some I've smudged in. That's nice. Right. I think now, let's give that a good old blow dry and then whack some sheeps in. That'll do. Some of them puddles will take ages to dry, but I'm not bothered. Right, I'm just going to bring that bit there into there, down there like that, a little better. And that bit there and all. There we are. There is some dark in behind that. That's dark in behind there as well. I wonder if I can do that. There, that's nice. That'll help because it'll make that stand out more. Right, that's that. Done with that now. Right, sheep time. So, let's have my sheep in and around here. A few sheep. So, plenty of white. Thick white, loads on my brush. Just mixing it round now with some water. I've got a thick blob of my white on a thing. I could just take this straight out of the tube, would be perfect. But in fact, let's do that. Let's get it out of the tube. Straight out the middle of the tube. Can't go wrong then. There, and I'll just put blob on the side in there. Alright, let's have a look at this. This should be perfect. Right, so whack some sheeps in. If by any chance you've got too carried away and blocked all that in, you can pop some white back in with your gouache. Right, yeah, let's have some sheep in here. So I'm going to have my light coming in this way. So I'm just going to do the sides of my sheep there like that. A few in. Not too much detail or worrying about where they stood or how they stood or out like that. Just whack them in. I'm going to get smaller as they go round. Let's have a couple over here. Just standing round in there. Look. Get them in the dark bits. They're going to stand out good and look better. Oh, let's have some right up there. Some wetlands. I think that'll do. Now, I need now a dark side to my sheep, a shadow side, so I think I'll just go into this sort of a dull colour here. Mixed a bit of red, a bit of blue, this slight purple colour, and then there's some mud in the bottom of my palette, what's probably Payne's grey and Bontumber, that sort of thing. So mixing a bit of that in there, get a bit of Payne's grey in it. Like a Payne's grey purple basically now. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm going to paint the other side of my sheep with that. And there we are. So it's a bit lighter than, but it's not quite the lightest thing. And it's a bit too dark actually. It's not showing up. But I'll pop a bit more on in a minute, a bit more white in. So that's that. That's that. To there, a bit down the sides of these, look. That's actually just a little highlight. Right, so actually that's not looking bad. But I have got a lighter bit here. Let's try this lighter bit. Let's see, lighten it up a bit there. Better. A bit there. Ah, that's looking good. Right, now I need some really dark for some shadows. So we'll have some Payne's grey and some green. Really dark green. Let's pop some shadows in. So my shadows are all going to be going sort of that way. Shadows are going to be purplish. Darken them a bit more. So. There. That's looking alright. I've got one under that one. There, I have now. There. Yeah, some little sheeps dotted about. So no detail. You've seen how I did it. I just put little tiny blobs in and that's it. I'm going to dry them now and then pop some little heads on them if I can. As long as they register in a sheep, it don't matter, but sometimes this helps just to 100% say that's a sheep. Right, I need some reading glasses now. Where's my reading glasses? Come on, I can't find them. They're here somewhere. There they are. Got them. It's alright, I'm back. I'm back. Got my reading glasses. A professional, I'd have them randy. Right, I'll give that one an head there, look. Let's pop one there. If you can go towards lighter bits, show up a bit more, but then you want someone, well, don't want them all looking the same, so I suppose stick someone to the side, or so that one right on end there, something like that. Stick that one there, right on that end. Pop one on that one there, and that one. Let's have that one looking up, look. So his head's there. Them I'm going to leave. Too far away. It's not looking bad, is it? Get Peter and Paul in. Peter, Paul, looking for a few worms. There'll be loads of worms around here. I just hope I never get reincarnationed as a worm, because all they eat is a worm, as a bird, because all they eat is worms. And I like spaghetti, not keen on worms. There we are. I reckon that's quite an easy one, that, I reckon. Took me 24 minutes. It's misty hill in the background there, you can only just see it, subtle. You can bring your own closer if you want. It's up to you, The world is your lobster. Do what you want. This is just a little thing to show you an idea of how to do it. You can do what you want. You can do this picture, put a bigger hill in, make the stream bigger if you want. You put a waterfall coming down there if you want. You can make these stuff up. I tend to get a photo and use it for inspiration, but then just make stuff up around it. Right, I'm gonna go and get a bacon butty now and see if my stepbrother Doofus wants to boil some eggs with me. So I'll see you on beach in it.